Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into a comprehensive guide to Apache Kafka with Kerberos authentication. This will be a detailed tutorial, covering the concepts, configuration, implementation, and code examples needed to set up a secure Kafka cluster using Kerberos. Understanding the core concepts. Before we get into the practical steps, it's crucial to understand the core components and principles involved. Apache Kafka *A distributed, fault-tolerant, high-throughput, open-source stream processing platform. Kafka is designed for building real-time data pipelines and streaming applications. Its key components include producers applications that write data to Kafka topics. Consumers applications that read data from Kafka topics. Topics logical categories or feeds to which records are published. Topics are divided into partitions for parallelism. Brokers servers that make up the Kafka cluster. They store topic partitions. Zookeeper in Kafka versions prior to 3.x, becoming less relevant with Craft, used for cluster management, broker discovery, and leader election. Craft, Kafka Raft, is an alternative consensus mechanism that eliminates the dependency on Zookeeper. Kerberos a network authentication protocol that uses tickets to verify the identity of clients and services. It relies on a trusted third-party, key distribution center or KDC, to issue and manage these tickets. Key components include principal a unique identity in the Kerberos realm, representing a user or service, example Kafka/Kafka broker 1 at example.com. Key tab a file containing the Kerberos principal's key. It's stored securely on the machine where the service runs. KDC, Key Distribution Center, the Kerberos server responsible for issuing and validating tickets. The KDC has two main components. Authentication server, as verifies the identity of a user or service and issues a ticket granting ticket, TGT. Ticket granting server, TGS issues service tickets based on the TGT. Realm a security domain managed by a Kerberos KDC, example.com. SASL, simple authentication and security layer, a framework for authentication protocols that can be used with various network applications. Kafka uses SASL for Kerberos authentication. 2. Prerequisites. 1. Kerberos installation and configuration Install Kerberos. You'll need to install the Kerberos client and server packages on your machines. The specific packages and commands will vary depending on your operating system. Here are some examples. Debian/Ubuntu sudo apt-get update and sudo apt-get install krb5 user krb5 kdc krb5 admin server. CentOS/rhel sudo yum install krb5 workstation krb5 server krb5 libs. Configure the KDC edit the Kerberos configuration files /etc/krb5.conf and /etc/krb5kdc/kdc.conf. You'll need to set the realm, KDC server addresses, and other settings. Here's a basic example. /etc/krb5.conf /etc/krb5kdc/kdc.conf. Create a Kerberos realm use the kdb5_util command to create a Kerberos database. You'll be prompted for a master password. Start the Kerberos services start the krb5 kdc and krb5 admin server services. 2 Java installation * Kafka requires Java. Ensure you have a compatible version of Java installed. Java 8 or later is recommended. 3 Kafka download and setup * download the Apache Kafka distribution from the official website and extract it. 4 Zookeeper, if using Kafka 3.x. If you're using a Kafka version that relies on Zookeeper, ensure you have a Zookeeper cluster set up and running. 3. Creating Kerberos principles and key tabs. 1 Kafka broker principles * for each Kafka broker, create a Kerberos principle. The principle should follow the format Kafka/hostname @ realm. For example, if your broker's hostname is kafkabroker1.example.com, the principle would be Kafka/kafkabroker1.example.com @ example.com. 2 Create key tabs for brokers * generate key tab files for each broker principle. Store these key tabs securely on the respective broker machines. 3 Kafka client principle, producer/consumer. Create a principle for your Kafka client, producer or consumer. This could be a user principle or a service principle. 4 Create key tab for the client * generate a key tab for the client principle. Store this key tab securely on the client machine. 4. Configuring Kafka brokers for Kerberos. 1 Edit server.properties * modify the server.properties file for each Kafka broker. This file is located in the config directory of your Kafka installation. Add the following properties. * listeners, defines the listeners for the broker. Use SASL_plaintext for Kerberos over unencrypted connections. You can use SASL_SSL for Kerberos over SSL encryption. * security.protocol, specifies the security protocol to use. * sasl.mechanism.inter.broker.protocol, specifies the SASL mechanism for interbroker communication. XAPI is used for Kerberos. * sasl.kerberos.service.name, the Kerberos service name. This must match the first component of the broker's Kerberos principle, example Kafka in Kafka/kafkabroker1.example.com @ example.com. * sasl.kerberos.principle.to.local.rules, this setting is used to map Kerberos principles to local operating system users. * inter.broker.listener.name, specifies the listener for interbroker communication. * *jas.conf, specifies the location of the JAAS configuration file. 2 Create Kafka_server_jas.conf * create the JAAS, Java Authentication and Authorization Service, configuration file at the location specified in jas.conf, example /etc/kafka/kafka_server_jas.conf. This file defines how the Kafka broker authenticates with Kerberos. * keytab, the path to the broker's keytab file. * principle, the broker's Kerberos principle. Make sure to use the correct keytab and principle for each broker. 3 JVM arguments to the Kafka-server-start.sh file. 4 Repeat for each broker * repeat steps 1 to 3 for each Kafka broker in your cluster, ensuring that each broker has its own unique keytab and principle defined in server.properties and Kafka_server_jas.conf. V Configuring Kafka clients, producers and consumers, for Kerberos. 1 Edit client.properties, producer/consumer. Create a client.properties file for your producer and consumer applications. This file should contain the following properties. * security.protocol, specifies the security protocol to use. * sasl.mechanism, specifies the SASL mechanism to use, XAPI for Kerberos. *sasl.kerberos.service.name, the Kerberos service name, must match the broker's service name. *java.security.auth.login.config, specifies the location of the JAAS configuration file. To create Kafka_client_jazz.conf *, create the JAAS configuration file for the client. *keytab, the path to the client's keytab file. *principal, the client's Kerberos principal. 3. Set Java system properties. * You need to set the following Java system properties when running your producer and consumer applications, or via command line arguments when running the application. 6. Sample code examples, producer and consumer. Here are example producer and consumer code snippets that incorporate Kerberos authentication. Note that these examples assume you have the necessary Kafka client libraries in your project's class path. You'll need to add the Kafka client dependency to your pom.xml, if using Maven, or your build.gradle, if using Gradle. *Maven dependency example *. Gradle dependency example *. 1. Kafka producer example, Java. 2. Kafka consumer example, Java. 7. Troubleshooting. Authentication errors. Check the Kafka broker logs and client logs for authentication errors. Common errors include GSS initiate failed or invalid credentials, indicates a problem with the Kerberos configuration, keytab, or principal. Principal not found in KDC, means the principal you're using doesn't exist in the Kerberos realm. No valid credentials provided, the Kerberos ticket is missing or has expired. Ensure KINIT has been run correctly, if using user-based authentication, or the keytab file is correctly configured for the Kafka broker/client. Permissions. Make sure the Kafka broker and client processes have read access to their respective keytab files. Clock synchronization. Ensure that the clocks on all machines, KDC, Kafka brokers, clients, are synchronized. Kerberos is sensitive to time differences. Use NTP, Network Time Protocol, to synchronize clocks. DNS resolution. Verify that the host names in your Kerberos principals and Kafka broker configurations resolve correctly to the correct IP addresses. Use nslookup or ping to test DNS resolution. Firewall. Make sure that firewalls are not blocking communication between the Kafka brokers, the KDC, and the clients. Specifically, ensure that port 88, Kerberos, is open. JAAS configuration. Double check the JAAS configuration files for typos or incorrect paths. The principal and keytab file paths must be accurate. KINIT, for user-based authentication. If you're using user-based authentication, example for a Kafka CLI client or a development environment, ensure you have obtained a Kerberos ticket using KINIT. Debugging with KRB5_trace. To get a more detailed view of the Kerberos interactions, you can enable Kerberos debugging by setting the KRB5_trace environment variable. This will output a lot of debugging information to the console, which can help you pinpoint the source of authentication issues. 8. Security considerations. Keytab storage. Store keytab files securely. Restrict access to these files to only the processes that need them. Ideally, store them in an encrypted volume or using a secrets management system. Principal naming. Use consistent and meaningful principal names. Consider using service accounts instead of user accounts for Kafka brokers. Encryption. For production environments, Use SASL_SSL to encrypt the traffic between clients and brokers, and between brokers themselves, in addition to Kerberos authentication. Configure SSL/TLS in your Kafka brokers and clients. Regular key rotation. Rotate Kerberos keys regularly to minimize the impact of a compromised key. Monitoring. Monitor the Kerberos KDC and Kafka brokers for authentication failures and other security events. 9. Summary checklist. 1. Install and configure Kerberos KDC. 2. Create Kerberos principals for Kafka brokers and clients. 3. Generate key tab files for each principal and store them securely. 4. Configure Kafka brokers with server.properties and Kafka_server_jazz.conf. 5. Configure Kafka clients with client.properties and Kafka_client_jazz.conf. 6. Set Java system properties, or command line arguments, for Kerberos. 7. Ensure clock synchronization, DNS resolution, and firewall rules are correct. 8. Test the producer and consumer applications. 9. Monitor the system for authentication errors. 10. Implement best practices for security, key tab storage, encryption, etc. This detailed tutorial should provide you with a solid foundation for setting up Kafka with Kerberos authentication. Remember that Kerberos configuration can be complex, so pay close attention to the details and consult the Kerberos documentation for your specific operating system and environment. Good luck.